Ashley.
I'm Michaela, and we're Deblias Sisters Productions.
Back again for another sit-down vlog.
Yes. Anyways, we asked Meg, which is our artist slash third silent person.
If you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, you'll see that she designed new logos and banners for us. So go check those out. Follow us on them too.
Yeah, she's also our third silent partner, I guess you could say. So anyways, we asked her for suggestions what to talk about. So I'll pull it.
Wow, so prepared.
Well, I'm pulling it up. Okay. So our first one, our creative process.
Get an idea and hope for the best.
And then we argue about it for a little bit.
But the arguing helps make it solid.
Yeah, so basically we go, how do we do it for these for our shorts that one's coming out soon, because this is going to be in July, so one's coming out soon. So basically we just go, okay, we need to film something, and then we're like, what should we do? And then we start with, what genre do we want? How many people do we want?
The last one, The Road Less Traveled, basically the idea for that came from, okay, we need a short. Let's come up with ideas. And so she was like, Ashley, help, I have no ideas. So what I do is this is usually how it goes. I'll brainstorm off little concepts or ideas until like something like starts piquing your interest. And then we'll take that and develop further off of it. And then I don't remember what the idea was. It was probably something like apocalyptic, or I think it was empty streets.
Yeah.
And then she was like, hold on, find some pictures that we can base this idea off of. And then we found pictures on Google of like, yes, this is the idea we have in our head, and then we created backstory.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes.
Very chaotic.
Yeah, sometimes there's some arguing. Some confusion.
There's always a lot of confusion because we're weird at talking.
Yeah. Well, that's how it usually goes. Mary Alice came out from a short, actually. And she's just been developing over the years. So, very similar to how she began. We didn't even name her. Someone was like, what should we name this? I was like, what should we name this character? And someone was like, either Mary or Alice. So then I just combined the two. So, how do you decide what to film?
Basically the whole process we just described.
Yeah, and we also go off how many people do we think we can get.
Yeah, because usually
that's a big part of, basically that's a big part of our deciding what to film.
We base it off of what we have.
Yeah.
Base it off of our resource, because we don't
and
count
how we
on
can edit, because I can't really edit that well. So.
No, we're both pretty amateurs when it comes to editing.
So, what shots to use? So, I'll just randomly put it up, but there is a shot that I really wanted to use for The Road Less Traveled. The lighting was really cool. Ashley looked good in it. She did well in it. But then as I was editing, I go, oh wow, how
continuity!
And I was like, how good of a director am I if I can't remember that she needs a machete against her throat? I decided what to use. So Ashley can tell you what she decides to use for behind the scenes, if you want.
Like what footage I decide to use? Shots. Well, for behind the scenes, it's not very shot based. It's more content based, because I take, oh hey, this funny thing happened, or hey, maybe they want to see how we did this. And I take those and put them together into the behind the scenes, and then I'll throw in shots that we don't get to use or that we liked. But basically, for behind the scenes, it's not shot based; it's content based. But the obviously the shorts themselves are content based too, but more heavily on the shots, because you gotta make them look good.
Basically, what I do is I will pick. For a sequence, I will pick my favorite shot that I like out of all of them, put it there, so then I can base all the other ones around that one to make it continuity. That's basically what I do. And I use, for most of them, when it comes to our shorts, I use almost all of them. Depending on how we filmed that day, I use almost all of them. Because you gotta film every single angle that you can think of, do it at least 2 to 3 times.
Because usually, again, like, our shot ideas go way back to our concept, like, planning our brainstorm of what we're going to do. Because we usually have an idea like, okay, this is what we don't want to do. Oh, you know what would look cool if we did it like this, or had it pointed like this, or, like, got it shooting like this. And then we try to make that happen when it comes to actually filming. And then so we'll get all the ones that we thought of before, and then we'll try to see what else we can come up with that we didn't think of that we could potentially do there and do it well. I
will try everything that I can think of in the moment, and then I go, Ashley, what did I didn't think of that you think we should do too? But yeah, especially like if plans get messed up, my thinking will get messed up too. So then it's like all over the place sometimes.
Yeah, because we're both great on our feet, like at this drop of a hat, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Because we can be total messes, like stumbling, like, what do we do? What do we do? Where's this? Or we'll be like, guys, it's fine. We'll improvise. We do a lot of improvising.
It's a lot of improvising. We're still learning, obviously. Hopefully, I mean, our stuff is already getting better. If you ever look at Supernatural Junior real quick, you can see, like, I mean, the way I shoot angles is still the same, really, but the quality and stuff, and the matching is better.
Better equipment now, too.
Yeah.
Than we had previously.
Okay, so, it was like, what cuts to make?
That kind of goes hand in hand with shots, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I don't do much.
She doesn't like cutting. She likes to avoid cutting where she can. Like, even through the vlogs, she doesn't like it jumpy.
I don't like it jumpy because I feel like that throws you out of it because anyone will notice.
It all depends, to me, it all depends on how it's done. Because, like, sometimes, like, if I'm watching a vlog or a video, like, if they cut, obviously it has to happen to cut out, like, the extra stuff to condense it down and everything. But, what was I saying?
You don't mind it.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, depending on how it's done, it's, you won't even notice sometimes. Or sometimes I'll think back, like, because she drills the stuff into my head. She puts all the film terminology in my head. And so, like, I'll be like, oh, hey, that was a cut. Or, oh, hey, that was a nice angle. Or, oh, that was a C-47 in the background. The one term I've forgotten.
Yeah. I don't know. It's because at school, we watch a lot of films. And one time we had to count how many cuts they made and when. And so, like, when I'm watching stuff, I just automatically notice all of them. I don't always mind, but there's just sometimes I'm just like,
you don't want it choppy.
Yeah, I was just like, my God.
Choppy is where it's like,
we try to match motion. So if I'm doing like this or something, and then we cut, and I'm doing it down here at least my arm's still moving.
And
so we have to try to match that.
We have to keep that in mind when we're acting in it too, because we only have one camera going at once. We don't have multiple cameras to get multiple angles at once. So we have to redo everything exactly how we did it every time.
Even walking, make sure so you step out on the right foot, whatever foot you stepped on. Make sure your arm's swinging the same way. You're looking the same way.
Spatial motion.
How do we choose locations? I don't choose them. I make Ashley choose them.
I just base it off of where I've been before, because I've been like quite a few different areas in our area, like a lot of different, because like
she's an explorer.
I like exploring. Also, like,
how about you talk about for a spot in our trailer for Mary Alice, there's a really specific part that we had where Ren and Parker had to be overlooking a street. So you can talk about that, because I was very specific with that. I would not be. I was like, she's like, what about a hill? I was like, no, they have to be looking over a street. So she had to. Basically, I just tell her what I want, and I'm like, go find it, have fun.
And I heard about, like, I don't remember. It might have been when I took a photography class my freshman year of college. And so obviously when we took photos, we would do critiquing and talk about, like, where we took it, and, like, some people went, I don't remember if that's probably where I heard about it. Either that or other people I've heard
a lot about that.
I hear people talked about, like, how they went onto, like, this rock and you could just see the entire city on that, like, one rock. And then basically it was either that or I heard somebody talking about, you know, like, oh yeah, this is a place. So I tried, and then I was like, oh wait, there's a place. So I tried searching, and I was like, oh, this is it. And I'll like search pictures of the location and be like, okay, is this what we want? Because we don't always get the time to go and do location scouting.
We just look at pictures on like
and hope for the best.
We were like, that looks good, I guess, and then we're like, oh, I guess we'll try it.
Yeah,
so we usually have a backup in mind in case like we go there and we go, oh God, no, this is not.
But for the one in the trailer, we didn't have time to go and check it out before filming. So basically we found pictures, we were like, yeah, that looks good, and then we got there and we were like, how do we get up there?
Yeah.
How do we find it? So we had to kind of like wind around it, and there's like a lot of like ATV, is that what ATV, is that what this was called?
Yeah,
trails for like motorbikes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that one ended up working out. And then for the road less traveled, basically we were like, okay, we want an abandoned street that's hard to find around here, that's completely abandoned, that we don't have to worry and move about cars and whatnot. And also we don't want to get people's houses in it because we don't have their permission to film their houses, and we're respectful of people's property and boundaries.
Even though you can, as long as you don't see street name, you don't see numbers, you don't see that.
Any identifying factors.
Yeah.
It could be any house in the US because
They
there's
all
probably
look
a
the
house
same.
that looks like yours. But so we were like, okay, and we also were thinking, like, we were trying to get like similar to like the pictures that we were finding. So I was like, okay, we need something paved and like quiet. How about a bike route? So we were like, okay, and there's a rail trail that you'll see in the behind the scenes of it. That basically spans 3 towns, and I was like, okay, let's find a section on Google Maps that looks secluded. And then I was like googling pictures of like
we actually went ahead of time and actually looked at that.
We did for that
place.
one, but we found the pictures ahead of time, and we managed to squeeze in some time to go explore. We're like, yes, let's do this place.
It's when we're gonna go get some memory cards and stuff. We did it after filming our first vlog. We just went out and
yeah, so if you see a lot of
to do it.
There's a lot of like jumbling in the orders between these vlogs. So basically the first thing we filmed was that first vlog, and then after that we went and did the first part of the Road Less Traveled behind the scenes, and then we jumped to filming for She Is Revenant, and then we went back to finishing the rest of the Road Less Traveled, and then we did the baking.
Basically,
and then now we're here.
We're doing everything. So, well, like we said before, you'll get like a short, a vlog, and a behind the scenes every month. And we're actually filming this ahead of time because Ashley's getting her wisdom teeth done. And we're filming next week for the short, or, well, it's not really a short, but we're going to consider it that.
Let us know if you want any footage of me on drugs. We'll try to make it happen.
Okay. So there's that. So long-term goals.
Make some films.
Get Mary Alice out there. We want to do long-term stuff. Basically what we're doing is just to show you guys samples of what we're capable of.
Yeah,
so that when it comes to filming Mary Alice, you can see our work. Even though Mary Alice is going to be way better than the shorts that we're doing, because I will try to get a second camera. I'll have an actual cameraman.
Yeah. It'll be like an actual production. That's our goal.
Yeah, and I'll actually like have stuff so you can hand hold the camera, because I perform handheld shots, but they're not as steady, so you just get something to make that steady. Stuff like that. We want to be an actual company.
Yeah, this isn't just for fun, like, oh, we're gonna be YouTubers.
No, this is
gonna have so many subscribers. Like,
we don't care.
No, we actually want to produce things.
Yeah, we just want people.
We want to make things.
We just want people to be able to see what we can do. It's basically to show our reference point.
Yeah, because I mean, both of us have had an interest in film, even before we met each other. Where did yours start? Explain. Maybe we can throw that in.
Well, you know, in high school, you get all the questions of, what do you want to do when you get older? What do you want to do when you get older? I had no idea. I had no ambitions. I didn't give, like, a damn. I was like, I just want to finish school. I am sick of school. I just want to get out of high school. So I was thinking, and I think my mom said, because I don't remember anything. Gone.
She doesn't have a good memory of her childhood.
I don't remember anything. But let's see. So my mom said I was watching Nightmare Before Christmas, and then I looked at her and I went, I want to be a director. Bam, end of story. That's it. That's it. And now because I watched, so I've been I watch a lot of films in school, so then when it comes to watching films outside of school, I don't tend to a lot. But when I do watch films and I actually end up liking them, I all of a sudden get a motivation to film and go do something cool. So I guess that's how you know that this is what I want to do, because I suddenly get just motivation. Because after watching a film, I get motivation to go, I want to go film something right now. So
yeah, mine was kind of similar to that. So I am also in the boat of I have no clue what the hell I'm doing with my life, and that was like for like my whole life. Like I changed career ideas a lot when I was younger. Everybody thought that I was going to be a vet because I love animals, and I still love animals, but eventually I was very interested in animals. I went through like a giant like horse loving phase. Apparently I've always loved dogs. In high school I did 3 years of the animal science program, and then I was thinking like in middle school, because we had those like career project things of like a groomer or like, it was really confusing. And basically I've thought of like being like a vet, a groomer, something with cooking,
you
something
did want
with
to be an
sports.
actress when you were younger.
I was getting to that, and I did always like acting. Like when I was in middle school, I was in 2 musicals. I did one in 7th grade and one in 8th grade, and that was the first part of it. But even before that, I really liked just doing improv. But we liked to do skits in my Girl Scout troop, and we would do them for badges and what things. I tried to get people to do like games like, hey guys, let's do a thing where we all choose like character prompts for each other and try to like stay in character the whole meeting or do an accent the whole meeting. Everyone else like gave up within a few minutes, but I still kept like holding out and going strong. And then for a project we wanted to do, we wanted to write and like put on a play about bullying. And so I kind of took the lead on that, and I actually wrote like the whole thing. It's still on like the draft. It never ended up happening, but the draft of it is still on my old computer.
Maybe for fun we'll just do bad acting with it.
It was
if
actually,
you guys want it.
Funny enough, one of the characters' names I'm pretty sure was Zoe. I think that was like the
Zoe's
main
my mom's
character's
name.
And this was like well before I knew her. This was like middle school. I'll have to check the date.
Yeah, we didn't know each other till senior year of high school.
Yeah, that's a story for another video.
But there is photos of us together way before then.
Yeah, it's a whole big
It's
thing.
a love story.
Yeah. So then basically I still tried to do that. I did another year drama club in high school, and I would have in my freshman year, and I would have continued with it further, but it was very time consuming, and I had a lot of different things going on, so I couldn't like put in the time that I needed for it. I wouldn't be able to do like memorize much after that.
Short-term goals. Actors.
Some actors.
Actors.
We need to find more people. We need to build a team. That's what we need.
I would love an editor. I suck at it, and our productions and the way we film is very. It gets held back to the potential it could be because I just cannot edit. Mm-hmm. People are like, "Why don't you learn?" I just can't do it.
Also, some of the
not
programs
something I can do.
We don't have the money for a lot of the programs right now because they're super expensive and you need subscriptions. So right now we're not at the place financially.
If I had an actual editor, I would figure that out though.
Yeah, obviously you gotta work to make
editor.
work off
I don't
each
know
other.
if I said actor or not. Editor.
I think you said editor just in a weird way. But like, yeah, no, we're willing to make a team, and we're not just gonna like use you like, oh no, you're not expendable or anything. Like you would be used to your full advantage. You could showcase off. Obviously, we would like pay further down the road once we're in that place.
Oh, once we're in the place, it would.
But right now,
we would pay you before we would pay us. Basically, that's
you would be getting money before we would. Same to like actors and whatnot. But it would be great to just be able to build a team and have a foundation started, because you can't have a whole production company with only 2 people.
Oh no.
You can try, but you crash and burn.
You can see that we do credit people because someone just wanted to do a portfolio because they're going to school. Mm-hmm. So they kindly just asked me, so I just sent them photos for Mary Alice, and I said, go at it. I don't care what you do whatever you need for your portfolio. And you actually see that she's credited in when I posted the ones that she's edited. She is credited. We still consider her third side partner, even though she only is really doing our banners and logos right now.
It's hard because she moved, so she's farther away, so we can't do as many things in person as we used to. So it's very like online, very digital based. So she obviously can't help us with the actual production, but she helps us with like the sharing and like the creative elements behind it. She helps give us a lot of ideas. She helps, obviously, as we've said, design things for us.
Yeah, but actors, because we have this really funny.
We have
just making fun of like horror movie films.
Yeah, we want to do a parody thing that we have like some ideas for.
We just need a lot of people, and we have no one. We can barely get one other person, let alone some others. It's just really hard for us.
Don't make it sound. We're not whining. It's just
fact.
Yeah,
it's just how it is. We used to have a handful of people that we could get, but now
obviously as you get older
and stuff like that,
they're in school, you lose touch a little bit.
Yeah, and we've tried getting people. It was hard to even get somebody for Supernatural Junior. That was hard. Just one person for that, and we almost didn't find somebody.
Yeah.
So
it's like we have a lot of ideas. It's just one of our biggest problems with it not coming out the way we want them to is just because we don't have people.
Yeah, like I believe that our work could be better if we had a capable editor,
people to enhance it,
and if we actually had actors. What needs improving? I think everything needs improving right now because we're still learning.
Yeah.
And you can only do that by continually to film. Just keep filming.
Practice makes perfect.
Just keep giving yourself experience. Take criticism. Well, some criticism is just bad criticism. They're not all good criticism.
Some will just
take the good ones.
Criticize just to bring you down. But some you have to learn how to distinguish between what you need to take to heart, or like what you shouldn't take to heart, and what you can use to actually help improve yourself.
So I think everything needs improving. Our whole thing needs improving, and what we're gonna do about it is just keep working at it. Just keep doing it. We're trying. See the team. We would like people around our age so they can learn with us. I would like to learn with them and gain that trust in them because they're looking for experience. We're trying to get experience, build each other up. So we need actors, editors. Editors, obviously, you don't have to live by us. You can send that stuff to you. Actors, Southern New Hampshire. That's all I got for you.
Condensed.
Pretty much. So make sure you like, share, follow, hit the bell,
comment, and subscribe. Basically. All right, let's close this. Bye.
Wait, did we say you're Ashley and I'm Michaela? And we're Deblias Sisters Productions? Because we are.
There we go. If they don't know about it, watch our other videos.
Well, hey, we need to introduce ourselves. People still introduce themselves.
Yeah, we need to let us know if you have any ideas that you want
for
to
see us do for
an intro or outro. Because we got enough.
We would love an animation, but we are not talented enough.
Even just like a catchphrase to say at the beginning of.
That would be nice.
Top of the morning!
No.
It's actually Productions.
I can't go that high. No. Copyrighted. I'm pretty sure that's probably copyrighted.
Okay. Bye. All right. Bye.